guys, welcome back. So I am almost done with the Ninja Turtle Altered Little Golden book, and I am just needing some extra like ephemera and type stuff for it. So I was trying to figure out a way to use up. You can see I've got a few a couple of little stacks of scraps that I just pulled out. But I'm trying to use up a lot of my scraps and stuff and put it to good use and not just throw it away. So that's what I'm doing with this right here. This is a piece of cardstock that I just kind of folded over the top, and then I just stuck some bits and pieces of scraps down in it, and so it made like a little notebook. And so I figured we can do something like that today. I probably will not ink any of it up, just simply because, you know, I want to get as many done as I can. Now this paper here, I do not have it double-sided, but that's fine. And I think I want to tear the top of it. So this is on cardstock. This is a piece left over from my grungy rose, I think is what it was called. So I'm just going to fold it over just a little bit, just to get me a little lip there. And so because we're doing it on here today, what I will probably do is just put like one little staple in it, and then I can go back and sew it if I want to, which I'm actually fine with it being just stapled. You know, it doesn't really matter. And so in the stacks here, in this stack, it is a bunch of, I don't know, this is like some vellum. This is some wax paper, you know, that you, it's just a wax paper sheet, but I like it, and I like the way it sounds. I think this is maybe coffee dyed tracing paper. So this is just like a stack of like the really fun sounding papers that I will want to use. This is some more coffee dyed tracing paper. This is like some, you know, when you get boxes of shoes or something, how they have it packed. That was what some of that was. This was on a package I received, and I love it. And this is some more of that wrapping paper or shipping paper, and then just a few bits and pieces of paper, scrapbook paper. And then in this little stack, I pulled out some of my wider strips. And then these are some of like the little, they're a little bit wider, but it's like some coffee dyed paper. There's one of the envelope pieces in there, some book pages. This is some book pages there. So what we'll do, we'll start with the widest first, because we'll go with that one. And let me just, I'm going to tear this down just a little bit, because I want it to be just a little bit smaller than, and it doesn't matter if it's even, you know, nothing has to be even, nothing has to be, just stack it on there. That's the fun of it. So I am going to see what I have over here and just tear some of this. And you really don't want it to be even, because you want to give it that grungy, junky type feel. So we've got that, which I almost got that even, but I think it'll be okay. All right, and then let's see, what else do we have? Let's put a little piece of this. I love the way that sounds. It may not sound good on the microphone, but I love the way it sounds. So I'm just going to put that there. And then I have, this is a piece of a magazine. Let's put a little piece of that. Make it a little more even. We'll use those strips somewhere. I'm just going to tear it like that just to give it a little bit of color. And then we can do, I think I have a little piece of, I want to start getting some smaller pieces though. I think I have some smaller pieces in here somewhere. You know, when you're looking for larger pieces, you can't find it. And then when you're looking for larger, I don't know, it's just whatever I'm looking for, that's the one I can't find. That's how it always works for me. And we got that. And let's maybe put one more little piece, maybe like a book page. And what else? Is that enough for this pocket? Probably. But, you know, let's put a little bit more in it. Let's put a piece of this and maybe put it right here on this side. So there's what I was looking for, that little piece there. I'll just stick it back here. Just like this. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm just going to stick it up in there just like that. And like I said, I'm just going to staple it for right now. And so we have a little notebook that can go into a journal. And you can either, you know, tear the pages out. You can even embellish these. It'll be cute either way. But right now I am just wanting to get some done. And so here is a piece of my vintage florals that I had fussy cut or fussy tore one of the roses out of. So we will use this, and let me just tear that white off. It's from where I printed from my iPad instead of my computer. And I don't know why my iPad will not print borderless. It is absolute craziness. So I'm just going to tear that off. And now, do we want to keep it that wide? Let's tear it down a little bit because it's a little too wide really to go into one of my journals. And so whenever you're doing these, just be mindful of the size journal that you're going to put it in. You just want to make sure that it will fit. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. And so let's just start putting a couple of pieces in here. And again, there's nothing that says it has to be in any kind of order. So just, you know, take some of your scrappy papers and just start putting them in there. And just whatever you like is the biggest thing. It doesn't matter, you know, like this one's got the tear on it. I'm fine with that. Tear down just a little bit. It's a little too long for me, but I mean, it would work. And let's get, I have some vintage book page over here that I was using. So let's use some of this. Let's put some of that in there. It's a little long. I guess we will tear it a little bit. Okay, and we'll just kind of stagger it. I don't want it all like right straight in the middle. And let's see, what else do we have? Let's put a little piece of this in there. This is that shipping paper. And we'll just stick it like right there. And what else? This is a piece of glassine. So we'll stick it right there. And I think that's enough for that one. Let me get this where it's in a little better. Let me do it like that. Okay, and then we're just going to staple it for now. You can glue them, you can sew them. You know, there's so much that you can do with these. Just have fun with them. So this one, we can make it a little bit longer. So let's do that. Let's get, I've got some pretty papers right here. Let's pull some of these. That's just sitting back here, not doing anything. Look at that pink and coffee dyed one. Let's use some of it. So we'll actually use some of the, we'll tear it this way. And I'm not using my tear ruler right now because I kind of want it to be that crazy looking tear. I don't want to lose all of that coffee, but I think it'll be okay. And then what else do I have over here? Let's put a piece, some more of this ledger. I'm just tearing it, and, you know, I'm just having fun. That's all I'm doing right now. I've had a crazy day at work today, so I need like some relaxation. You guys know, I'm sure I've told you that I review criminal history backgrounds. And I had an applicant today answer no to the criminal history portion of his application, stating that he had no criminal history. And guys, I'm not kidding. It was 160 pages long. I am tired of looking at his criminal history that he doesn't have. And he had been in prison a couple times, and yeah, but he don't have a criminal history. Or in his mind, he doesn't. So I am just like, I'm exhausted. It was crazy, to say the least. I mean, I'm like, dude, you've been to prison. You know you have a criminal history. Just disclose it and let's get on with it. So there's another one. So you can see these are going pretty quick because they're not hard. There's no measuring. I'm not inking or anything right now. When I go to put them in a journal, if I feel like I want to ink them up, you know, to where I have that look, I can ink them before I put them in the journal. But, you know, right now, I don't know if I'm going to glue them in a journal or just tuck them in. I don't know if they're going to go in a more vintagey journal. Or so I'm not, you know, I'm not even going to waste that time right now because whatever I do may not be necessary because I may put it, you know, in a totally different spot in a journal. Let's see if I can get this open. I don't want to lose all of that. Isn't that paper pretty? And that will just look so cute in there. And yes, I know this really doesn't have much benefit other than the fact I like the way it looks. You can't write on this. I mean, I guess you might could, but I don't think I would attempt to write on it. But I love it. You know, why throw it away? Let's stick it in a journal and enjoy it. Even if all we do is just look at it, I'm good with that. So I'm just like tearing pieces. Oh, here's a piece of pink vellum. That would look pretty with that mauve colored thing that I tore. I don't even know what it is. And here is a piece of envelope. Let me just open the envelope up like that. And then I'm just going to stick it in there just like that. Maybe let's do it behind. So we got it like that. Maybe one more piece. What do we want to put? So what about this? We'll do just a little piece of this. Okay, And let's staple that on down. And so, look, we've already got 4 done. And these are just something very simple and easy to stick in your journals. And when you are in the process of making a journal and you're just looking for ephemera, it makes it so much easier when you have something that you can just grab. And even if it's not finished, you know, like these are not finished, just to be able to have that much of it done really helps. So that's why I like doing these. And I'm just kind of getting some of the white off of this, and then I want to tear it down to a size I'm going to need. And we'll make a small one too, so we'll use that to make one out of as well. Okay, so let's fold this down. And let's see, how about we put a piece of this in here. We'll tear it because it's a little long. So we'll put that there. Let's put this right there. And you know, it's just like with the junk journals. There's no rules to this. There's nothing saying that you have to do so many pieces of paper here and so many there. And there's nothing like that. You just get in there and just start putting it together and do it how you like it, and that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, it's just if you like it. And you pretty much can't go wrong when you're making these. There's not really, and guys, you know, for me to say that, you know, because it's like collaging, and y'all know I don't do collaging. It's one of my things. It gets me still. That's one of the things I have the hardest time with. But on this, I feel like I'm collaging, but I'm not feeling that stress from actually collaging, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but in my low mind, it made sense. Okay. So again, I'm just, you know, just tearing some little pieces. And, you know, I don't even know how many I'm putting in each one. I don't think, you know, it doesn't matter. Some of them have quite a bit of pieces of paper in it. Some of them don't have that many. And it really doesn't matter how much you put in there. Just, you know, when you think it looks good, then that's it, you know. You don't have to put any more in. And I actually like that, just like that. All right, let's see how many more we can do. Oh, here's a little piece right here. Let's use this. This will be a long one for sure. So let's put a piece of that in there. Let's put some, maybe put some book tape. Well, here, look at here. We got this. Let's put, this is like some scrapbook paper because it's real thin. That's why it's over there. So we'll stick that in there. And we're just going to offset it a little bit. There's a piece of book page that's already a good size. I love that piece of coffee dyed paper. My son did that. He was having fun with the coffee dye, if y'all can't tell. But I think it turned out really cute. Oh, I want to do a piece of this wax paper. You know, you get, it's like the deli paper. And I want to put a piece of that in there. Just like that. And then we'll put this piece of old book right there. Look at here, guys. We are on a roll. All right, let's see. What else? Do I have some more scrapbook paper I can use? Well, we got these. They're not, it's not real wide, but you know what? Let's use it. So you see, I just tore a little strip off of it, and that was it. Because there's, like I said, you know, there's nothing saying it has to be a certain width, a certain height. It's just however you want to do it. Whatever you want to put in it. And so we're just using up, you know, some of our scraps and bits and pieces that we've got laying around. And God knows I have plenty of them laying around. Let's put a little piece of that on there. There we go. We are moving on along, guys. Oh, and we have this one here. And it's got the hole in it from that thing. I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with that. So it is just putting some papers in that I like. So let's do that one, and then let's do a piece of this. Did I tear that too long? Probably, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter that it's that long, but, you know, I'm just trying to act like I have a little bit of rules to me, but I don't. Because I really don't care how long it is, or if it's too long, or too short, or anything like that. I like it. I'll stick that little piece right there. May as well. Let's use it up. Let's stick that right there. May as well stick that in there. Not let it go to waste. What else do we have? Well, we got that. Okay, so let's call that one done. And let's see. Let's make maybe... I have a couple more little pieces, so let's use those. And we'll use those, and then we'll call it all done and see how many we've done. Look, this is a piece of envelope, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to stick it in there just like that. I am fine with that, which is hard to believe because I am so OCD on most things. But there's some things that I am very OCD on, and then others that I surprise myself that I'm not OCD on. So it just don't make sense sometimes, but I guess I should be happy that I'm not OCD on absolutely everything, because it's bad enough as it is. I was telling my husband the other day, there's some things I'm okay doing or okay with, and then there's other things, I told him, I said, I'm like a snob on it, you know, I don't know. I want things a certain way, and if it's not a certain way, it just like really messes with me. Alright, and we'll put maybe, you know what, we've got these little pieces just kind of hanging around. Let's stick them in there. No sense in them getting thrown away. And we got this little piece here. There we go. Staple those down. You know what? Let's do it. Let's make a little tiny one. So I do want to tear a little bit of this off. Since it's going to be a tiny one, we don't need it real tall. So since we have a tiny one, let's go with some tiny papers. Let's go with a little piece of this. And maybe a little piece of this. So see, you can make these as big as you want to or as little as you want to. and just have fun doing it. I enjoy working with stuff. I really enjoy the fact that I'm getting to use up some of these scraps. Because y'all know I have that bucket over there of like my little thin scraps that I just refuse to throw away. But so I'm really trying to find stuff that I can use it for, because I don't need to just hold on to it forever. But I don't want to throw it away. Okay, let's see. We may be able to do one more before we have to get off of here. I don't know that there's enough of this that we can do it, but let me see what I can cut out or tear out that we might could use. So I got that. Oh, we can make one out of this. And I will go ahead and get rid of that little bitty white area, even though it won't make a difference. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. So we'll make another small pocket or small little notebook. And we will, that's a little too wide, so let's tear that down just a little bit. What else do we have? I'm just trying to see what I already have kind of torn up so that I can use up some of the stuff that's already torn on my desk, but it's not looking like I'm going to. It's looking like I'm just going to make even more scraps, but that's okay. That means I'll have to figure out something else to use them for. And I am okay with that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to stick it in my garbage bin. Y'all, don't faint because I haven't emptied the garbage bin just yet. That'll be the test, is will I actually throw them out? But maybe I'll just close my eyes when I go to empty that little garbage bucket so that I can throw it out. And I'm just looking to see what else I might have torn up right here. Let's do a little piece like this. And I think that looks cute. Okay. So we are going to call that done because we actually got quite a few done in that little bit of time. Let me move this out of the way so that we can kind of count and see how many we actually did get done. Oh, I'm closing my eyes. No, that's too big. See, I have it like, it's crazy because I don't know what I'm going to do with some of these little scraps, but I don't want to throw them away. I really don't. Okay, I'm going to throw those away and not look. Like I said, though, I have not emptied the scrap bucket yet, so, or the little trash bucket. So if I actually empty them out of the trash bucket into the trash, then that will be quite the accomplishment for me. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's see what all we got done. So this one we had done. So we done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, wow, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, guys. We done 12 in that little bit of time, 30 minutes. So make you some of these and let me see how yours turn out. Post it in the Facebook group. And I needed to tell one, I had somebody do a buy me a coffee. And while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to tell that person thank you. What on earth, guys? I don't even know what to do with some of these people, I'm telling you. Well, I will have to do it in tomorrow's video because my iPad is being goofy. I want to say it was Gail Davis, and I should have wrote it down. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I see that a lot of you have actually enjoyed my crazy video from yesterday where you see how I design from start to finish. So thank you all for the kind comments. I do appreciate it. But I will see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.